Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We hit a big milestone, 50,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1,000 followers on Instagram. That's a pretty big deal. I never thought within my first year of doing YouTube that I would hit those two milestones, but it means the world to me. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for following me, for watching my content, for supporting me along the way, because you're truly making my creative passion come to life and my dream come to life. So thank you so much. I hope you'll continue watching and continue supporting the channel. I have a ton of fun content planned coming up. So continue watching me on YouTube. If you're not already following me on Instagram, follow me there. It's Nick J. Alexander with a second R. I'll put the link down in the description below so you can follow me. And today I've got something fun for you. It's a cold, rainy day here in Toronto. I have my cup of tea and I have my laptop here. And we're gonna play a little game of 20Q. 20 questions, except this is our 50,000 subscriber Q&A version. I asked you on my YouTube and on my Instagram what kinds of questions that you want me to answer, whether they are style related, personal journey, building a brand or a business, whether it's on my career when I was at Deloitte, or literally anything. So I have a wide range of questions here to answer, and I'm just gonna go through this rapid fire. So here we go. Question number 1, what are your thoughts on leather blazers? Yeah, I think leather blazers can be great. I don't really have a problem with them. The only thing I would say is leather blazers are in and of themselves a statement piece. So if you are going to wear them, make sure you don't pair them up with anything else that's too flashy. So for example, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I saw an outfit of a man wearing a leather blazer and he was in all black. So his shirt was black, pants were black, shoes were black. And that looked good because it was this monochrome outfit, and the statement piece that added a bit of texture was the leather blazer. So that looked really good. The other thing you can do is suede. Suede looks amazing, especially this time of year and in the fall as well. There's some amazing suede blazers and jackets. So do it. Question number 2, what's your favorite suit to wear? So my favorite suit to wear is the blue window pane suit that I have, and it's in some of my videos. The story behind it is that when the movie Spectre came out, that opening scene where Daniel Craig is moving through Mexico on the rooftops, he's wearing a blue window pane suit and it's cut very slim. This suit takes inspiration from that one and it's my favorite. So let me grab it for you and I'll show you. So this is it. This is my blue window pane suit. I'm not sure if you can see from there the actual window pane pattern, but they're there. You can also see the inside lining. It has this cool, funky pink and blue or purple polka dots. I actually chose that. This is a made-to-measure suit from Indochino. I actually got it in 2017 when I used to work at Indochino, and it's held up over the years. So I've gotten so much use out of this suit and I love it. I really do love it. Moving on to question number 3, favorite clothing brand today. I think my favorite clothing brand today is RW&Co. It's actually the brand of the turtleneck that I'm currently wearing and most of my other turtlenecks as well. I've been buying them from them for a long time, well over 10 years. They're very good quality and they're very affordable too. So I'd probably say them. A big part of my closet is RW&Co. The other brand that I love and that I aspire to own is Ralph Lauren. They've had a big comeback over the last couple of years, especially with the rise of this kind of old money trend and the preppy trend coming back. So they're expensive, but I aspire to own some Ralph Lauren one day. Question number 4, advice for a young man who has never left his home state, beginning to travel for work. I would tell anyone that is traveling for the first time or just not used to travel to just enjoy it. Travel as much as you can, especially when you're young. It is one of the greatest life experiences that you can have. I was very fortunate that when I was younger, I traveled and went away every year from my later years in elementary school all the way up until the end of university. And I would do a trip every single year. Also, I went on exchange in university and I studied in Vienna, Austria. I was there for 6 months. And again, was very fortunate to meet a lot of people, make a ton of friends. And now I have friends all over the world because of those experiences. So if this is your first time traveling, whether it's for work or you're just planning a trip with friends, do as much of it as possible. Go out there, go meet people, try to make friends on your trips too, and just take in all that you can. Question number 5, what made you start the channel? Back when I was in corporate, I used to work at Deloitte, and I just wasn't being fulfilled by my job. And I just wanted a creative outlet that I could wake up every day and have something to look forward to. And I had a background in fashion, worked for 2 different suit companies. And so I thought, why not create a social media brand or do something around that interest and that passion I had for fashion? So I just knew I needed to do something that wasn't my corporate job that actually gave me a sense of purpose. And this YouTube channel was that. Moving on to number 6 now. And for this one, I've actually combined 2 questions that were quite similar. So part 1 is any recommendations on how to dress better as a teenager? And then part 2 is I have the basics in terms of dressing, but how do I improve it? The biggest tips that I can give you are focus on timeless clothing, prioritize fit, and invest in quality items. So if you buy timeless clothing instead of chasing trends, you're going to have clothing that will last you and look good forever, basically. So that's number 1. Number 2, focus on fit. Make sure the clothing that you buy fits you properly, the shoulders line up, the sleeve length is good, it fits well in the body and the torso. And then the last thing is quality. Don't exclusively shop at just the cheap places. Basically like the Zara's, the Sheins, that kind of thing. It's okay if you have a few items from there, but you want to start investing in higher quality pieces that will last over time. And you can find some affordable places that do it. RW&Co is one, it's where this turtleneck's from. Uniqlo is another great one. There's a bunch of different brands out there. So that's what I would tell you. The other thing is develop a unique style that's yours. But if you want some more tips, watch my Style by 30 video, or 5, I think it's called 5 Ways Your Style Should Change by 30. I'll link it in the description below for you. Question number 7, any tips for a beginner who wants to deepen his knowledge on wines, pairing with food, etc.? It's a great question. I think I mentioned on this channel before that I'm studying so that I can take my WSETs, which are the series of tests that you can take to become a certified sommelier. So I myself am also learning about wines. I'm still in my early days, but one thing that you can do is there's this app called Vivino. You just download it on your phone and then you scan the labels of the wines that you're interested in. And what it does is it pulls up that wine, it tells you the taste profile, it'll give you reviews, and it also tells you what that specific wine pairs well with. That's what I've been using. It's easy, just go to the store, you scan it, the stuff pops up, and then you can kind of compare and contrast the different wines that you're interested in. Question number 8, are you planning on creating a community so we can connect with like-minded men? There is something coming, and yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm just going to say there is something coming. The other thing I will say is that I am going to be launching my own website soon where I can offer different services or products there. I'm just not too sure what exactly I'm going to offer on that website quite yet. So, I mean, if there's anything else you guys would find interesting or useful, or any ideas that you have that you need, let me know in the comments below. Always looking for feedback there. I have a couple ideas myself, but yeah, let me know if there's anything interesting that you would like to see. Question number 9, what's your favorite watch brand that you own and aspire to own? So favorite watch brand that I own is actually the one that I'm wearing. That's my watch right there. It's just a Kenneth Cole. Surprisingly enough, it's quite simple. It's see-through. I've had this one for a long time. It was actually a graduation present from high school, actually, from my mother. So I've had this one for a long time. It sits very comfortably on my wrist, and I always get compliments on it. And the watch was only like $150, I think, so nothing too expensive. Favorite watch brand that I aspire to own? Probably say Cartier. The Cartier Tank Louis is a beautiful watch, and one of my friends here in Toronto actually just bought one. He showed it to me, and it looks even better up close. So I would say the Cartier Tank Louis would be the watch that I want to own. I feel like everybody, when they get a bit of money, they always buy a Rolex. And so that to me is kind of overdone, and I want to be unique. So for me, the Cartier Tank would be my go-to. Moving on to question number 10 now. This one I combined two again. So part 1 says, what has been your most impactful initiative in your business so far? And part 2 is, what were the key things you did to grow your brand? Yeah, so there's a few key things I did that really helped grow my channel. Number one, be consistent. I committed to 3 YouTube videos a week, every single week when I first started this. And that helped grow my audience astronomically. I'd say number 2 is scanning for keywords and figuring out what people are already searching for. The other thing I would say is determine your niche and stay within that niche as early as possible. You don't want to bounce around and talk about too many different things, which I did when I first started because I was still trying to figure it out. The other thing I did more recently was I got a mentor, and that's helped too. Moving on to question number 11 now, and this is another 2-parter. What made you want to start showing men how to become gentlemen? And how did the topic of making a video on gentlemen first come up? The short answer is I love elegant style because I worked at 2 different suit companies, which I've mentioned in my videos before. And I miss talking about that kind of stuff. I miss being in that space. The other aspect is I love elegant lifestyle. Going to the theater, going to the symphony, going out even just for classy dinner and drinks with friends. And I felt like in my own life, I didn't really have an avenue to express and talk about those different topics. So I thought, why not create a brand on social media to engage other people and to find other like-minded men and women that are also interested in those things. And I also wanted to learn how to become a better gentleman for myself as I grow. So I thought, why not create videos teaching other men how to become better gentlemen based on the knowledge that I know and the knowledge that I'm learning. In short, that's how my channel came to be. Question number 12. I'm about to graduate high school. What advice do you have for a young buck like me in terms of life fulfillment? Well, the good news is you're young and you're thinking about it. So my advice to you is go out there and try as much as possible. Figure out what you like and figure out what you don't like. If you want to start a business or a creative project, do it. I wish I started younger, but I thought that I was going to go into corporate, climb the corporate ladder, and maybe eventually manage a company. I never thought I would start my own business, but it's been an interesting ride so far and I love it. You also have the world at your fingertips, so you can learn anything, you can try anything. Like I said, you're young, you still have a ton of time, and you're thinking about it, which is good. So sit down and think about what are you passionate about, what are you good at, and what can you make money with? And it's the intersection of those 3 things that is or should be your purpose in life. That's what I would tell you to do. I also just put out a video on purpose that went out last week, so go check that out too. Question 13. What is the number 1 piece of advice you would give to someone under 20? If all your videos were taken down and this would be your last thing to say, what would you say? Wow, that's a pretty deep and profound question. I would say life's short. Go out there, experience it, travel, meet new people, go out and make memories. One thing I'm very thankful I did, and I realized young, is that life is short. And I went out and I traveled a ton, I met a ton of new people, and I don't regret any of that. I have friends that settled down right away. I have friends that never left my hometown. That's okay. If you want to do that, you can do that, but I just knew that wasn't going to be me. So go out there, travel, meet new people, and then most importantly, do something you love in a place you love with people you love. If you can do that, that's the key to happiness. And be a good person. Question 14. Do you get any derogatory/slightly shady remarks about the way that you dress? I do not, no. What I wear on camera is what I wear in real life. I don't really go around wearing suits every day. I stick to an elevated smart casual. I also live in a big city, so maybe that has something to do with it as well. There's many different styles here, so no one's really paying attention to you specifically. If you're dressing well, I wouldn't really worry about what other people say. Question 15. If you were to start over, what would you do differently? The biggest mistake I think that I made when I first started was I bounced around and I did a bunch of different topics, kind of across a bunch of different niches, because I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do. And that just led to the algorithm being confused and my audience not the audience that I wanted to speak to. So the biggest tip that I could give to you if you're just starting out that I would have done if I knew would be niche down and stick to a tight niche and then just be consistent on that, at least until you grow and train the algorithm. Question 16, favorite clothing item that you own? I love my sweaters. As you can tell, I'm wearing a turtleneck. This one's very comfortable. I'd probably say a turtleneck, just like a black or my green turtleneck are some of my favorite things to wear. They're just very comfy. I also wear my overshirt and my shacket quite a bit. So I would say those. And then I love my double-breasted overcoat. I've always been a fan of a double-breasted overcoat. I've always had one. So probably that one too. Question 17, what was the most difficult part of starting out? I think two things. One was being consistent because it's a lot of work. I'm a one-man team. Well, now I have someone helping me with editing some of the videos. But when I was first starting out, I was a one-man team, writing the scripts, doing the research, filming, editing, teaching myself all of that. It's a lot. So being consistent and doing 3 videos a week, it's more than you think. More work goes into this than you think. So I'd say that. And then the second thing is just putting my face out there on the internet. When you first start out, you don't really know what you're doing. And so the content that you put out isn't going to be perfect. You kind of open yourself up to criticism, but you get used to it, you improve. And I just did it and framed it in my head that I just wanted to have fun. Moving on to the next question. What advice would you give to someone starting a personal brand today? I would say the biggest thing, which I've been mentioning in the last couple questions, choose a niche, stick with it, be consistent. You don't need to have perfect content to start. You can just start. If your content is like 70, 80% of the way there, post it. Like that's better than not posting content at all. And then you can improve over time. Think about it like this. Your entire first year of posting content isn't going to be perfect. The goal should be to learn and to have fun. And that's just how I positioned it in my head, was to learn and to have fun. And I am learning and I am having fun. Question 19, what's changed most in your life since starting YouTube? I would say probably that I have a more renewed sense of hope. When I was in corporate, I just knew that wasn't going to go anywhere. And so waking up every day and having to log on and work these long hours in consulting, it just wasn't what I wanted to do. And I was dragging my feet. Now I own my own business. I get to determine for the first time in my life where I want to go rather than just accept what's handed to me. And that's empowering. That's fun. I own my audience. I can do whatever I want. I can take it wherever I want. And it's fun. And I work more hours than I did in consulting, but my schedule's flexible and it's exciting too. I wake up every day loving what I do. So the other thing I would say is I've been connected with people that I never would have otherwise been connected with now that I've developed a personal brand and an expertise in this space. So that's pretty cool too. Last question, question number 20. What's next for you and the channel? It's the $1 million question. Many things. In the short term, I'm going to be focusing more on Instagram and TikTok and posting there regularly, as well as continuing to put out videos on YouTube. So if you're not already following me on Instagram and TikTok, follow me. Links are in the description. I also have a collab with another YouTuber coming up. So that'll be fun and exciting things there. I also mentioned that I'm standing up my website. Would like to offer some sort of creative services or some sort of product that would be interesting. So I have some ideas, but that's still very much in the works. And then just continuing to grow my channel. Really just want to get to 100,000 on every single platform by the end of the year. And then long term, I have many ideas, but my long-term vision for this channel is that I want to do more experiences, more vlogs, and more taking you guys with me to do stuff. There's a reason why I say that my channel is Gents Style and Lifestyle. And the reason is because the end goal is to get to a place where I'm dressing well and I'm having these experiences and having fun and taking you guys along with me. I want this channel to be something that you can tune into at the end of a long day at work or first thing on a Saturday morning. And you get to see quality content that's educational and it's fun. You get to have some laughs and it's authentic. So that's my long-term vision for the channel. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm excited. I'm excited for what 2026 has in store. And that's it. And that's 20 questions for 50,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here, for following me, for watching my content, whether you just subscribed or whether you've been here since the beginning. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you'll continue watching. I have a ton of fun content coming up. Thank you guys all so much, and I'll see you at 100K.